the next, okay. And now it is my great honor and privilege to invite His Excellency Neil Wagen, Officer of the Order of the British Empire. Neil has been Her Majesty Ambassador to the State of Israel since June 2019 and was formerly Ambassador of Somalia and Democratic Republic of the Congo and Africa Director at the Foreign Office. He was also previously posted in Israel, 2002 to 2006. And as the head of the political section in British Embassy in Tel Aviv. He graduated from Oxford University, followed by a master's degree in economics and international studies in Johns Hopkins. Neil is a great supporter of the UK-Israel academic collaboration. And if I may, in a very personal note, I've had the privilege to meet his wife, Yael, in the nanotechnology conferences. That was very nice. So it is my great honor to invite the ambassador to stage, please.
Thank you very much, Mira. I should say, despite that very kind introduction, I'm the least academically qualified person in this room by a long way. So I will therefore be suitably short. I should also say it's really nice to be talking to real people. I've spent a lot of the last year talking to squares on the television screen, so it's very nice to see real people for a change. I know that to a lot of people at the conference today, I am in fact still a square on the screen for those joining virtually. But I'm very glad that we have been able to do today's event as a hybrid with you here. And part of something that we are deeply committed to is to mobility. So we specifically have set aside grants for mobility for all participants at this conference, because after the last 2 years, we really see the importance for scientists to be able to meet and collaborate together. And that's at the heart of what BIORAX and the principles behind it are all about. So I'd like to make just 3 quick points. So the first is a huge thank you. I know a huge amount of work has gone into the organization and the planning for today, both the content and the logistics. And I'm really grateful to the organizers for the time and effort they've put into that. And that includes Karen Avraham, Dame Linda Partridge, Peter St. George Hislop, and Daniel Barr. And I'd also really like to thank my team at the embassy, so Karen Shirkin, the head of my science innovation team, and all the team at the British Council under Jonathan Mandelbaum-Shaw. And I'm really delighted that Stevie Spring, the chairperson of the British Council, is also joining the conference today to show how important a partner for us the British Council is. The second thing I'd like to just talk about is BIORAX itself. This has been a hugely successful program for us. It's a flagship program of UK-Israel academic cooperation that Mira was talking about. We are extremely grateful to our sponsors, without whom this clearly would not be possible. Again, I won't mention all of them today, but I would like to say particular thanks to the Trevor Pears Foundation, or to the Pears Foundation, but led by Trevor Pears, which has been the supporter of BIORAX all the way through, to the Israeli Ministry of Science and Technology, and for the UK Medical Research Foundations, which have played a critical role, particularly in this tranche of BIORAX. And BIORAX really has gone from strength to strength. So after our last conference at King's College London in 2018, we received over 100 applications of very high quality for this round. And I've been to some of the labs here in Israel working on BIORAX projects, and I've seen some of the really extraordinary work that has been done. So I'm delighted that those labs, those principal researchers are presenting at the conference today. And I'm sure that's going to make for a really rich and useful conference. But the note I really wanted to end on is, for us, the success of BIRACS demonstrates the potential of collaboration between UK and Israel on science in general. And BIRACS was something sort of really demonstrated the concrete, tangible, academic and scientific benefits, and has stimulated a desire in both the UK and the Israeli scientific community to work much more closely together. And I'm constantly surprised by when people ask me what are the pillars of the UK-Israel relationship, that I immediately come to science as the one where I think there is the most potential for us to do more than we currently have. And we have really ambitious plans working with both the Israeli government and the British government to try to develop that partnership into something bigger, something more formal, so that British and Israeli researchers at the cutting edge of their professions naturally look to work and to engage with each other in a way that they do with US researchers, that they do with German researchers here in Israel. And we see a huge opportunity to do more of that. But again, to come back to the proof of that concept comes from programs like BIRACS and events like today. So thank you all very much, and I hope the rest of the day goes as well as the start.